so many different ways I can come into this video, but I'm just going to start by saying I think that I may have played the worst tournament in my life. This is Tournament 5, Round 1. This was my very, very first quad tournament. I'm not even going to go into what was my opponent's ratings and all of that, but I'm just going to say I'm pretty sure I played the worst tournament of my life. Not because I'm, so much better than everybody and I shouldn't lose a single game and da-da-da-da. Although I would say that mindset is probably why I did not perform well. I just thought, quad tournament, I'm going to kill these players. There's nothing they could do with me. Da-da-da-da-da. I kind of came into it thinking that there's no way I could see myself losing. Chess will humble you. Let's just put it that way. Chess will humble you. You can't just come into it. Well, maybe you can. I don't know there was a few things going on. It's a quad tournament. So what a quad tournament is the tournament director has a list of people and then they break them up in terms of quad. The top 4 people play each other. The next 4 people, and the next 4 people. My quad was with players that I was very confident that I would beat. Very, very confident. Because one player I beat every single time we play. The other player, I didn't know him, but he was lower rated than me. But I'm going to show you the game. And I'm going to show you, not only am I supposed to win coming into the game. And I think that mindset kind of did damage to me. Because I was just overly confident. And I think chess will humble you, period, point blank. When you sit down at any chess tournament, you have to be ready to fight. People aren't just playing in tournaments to waste time. Tournaments are real deal. Tyson Holyfield. This is real life. It doesn't matter how much better you think you are than people. I've had games where I've almost beaten masters and experts and all these things. So, no matter who you're rated against, no matter who you're playing against, you got to be ready to play chess. You got to be ready to fight. That overconfidence probably has something to do with it. But even worse than the overconfidence, in this game, I go up a full night out the opening. A full night out the opening. I cannot make this up, and I don't win the game. You go up a full night and you don't win the game? Come on, that's just not even, that's close to impossible. Why? What? That means you played really bad. You did some terrible things if you go up a full night out the opening and you don't win. If that's the case, the person that I played, she should have just started the game like this. No night. No night. If you start a game like this against a lower rated opponent or whatever their rating is in a quad tournament against a lower rated player, you're supposed to win that game. So that's why this game is so hurtful. And then in the next game, which I'm going to show you guys after this, I'm going to make this all one video because this is just a nightmare. Just a nightmare. I was going to say about this game, chess will humble you. I will say about this tournament, I only played 2 rounds in this tournament because I wasn't feeling well. My stomach was hurting. My mind was everywhere. I was going through a lot that day. I got up from this game and I took a 10-minute break, clock running. But again, my arrogance thought that, I should be fine. Let's get into the game. I started with move d4. My opponent plays move e6. I played a move c4. Now, I told myself going into this tournament here, I said lower rated players, I'm going to play the Queen's Gambit, which is something that I've been trying to get myself to play outside of the London system. As you guys know, I'm trying to, broaden my openings. I'm trying to play some more other things. My coach has been encouraging me to play the Queen's Gambit. So I thought, what better time than now against a player that I always beat? You know what I mean? I don't say that with any arrogance or disrespect, but it's just fact. C4. My opponent plays the move f5. Knight to c3. Knight to f6. Bishop here. I'm very, very happy to get into this line. And then my opponent plays the move bishop to b4. I play the move e3. Now, at this moment, my stomach is in pain. It felt like knives were stabbing my stomach. Okay, but this is a good position. I'm feeling good about it. I had to get up and get away from the table for 10 minutes. Just to get my stomach to calm down. I'm sure my opponent was thinking, where did she go? I got up from this position for 10 minutes. Clock running out. Tick, tick, tock. I'm not afraid to say this, but I don't like time pressure. And no, I didn't lose. It does end in a draw. But you guys are going to see how it absolutely should not have ended in a draw. But anyway, I played e3. I get up from the table for 10 minutes. Come back. I got 10 minutes less than my opponent. But again, I should win this game. I beat this player every single time we played, pretty much. So I wasn't worried at all. Again, chess will humble you. My opponent plays move h6. I take on f6. My opponent takes with the queen. So far, so good. Bishop to d3. b6. Playing some type of French defense here. Then I play the move knight to e2. My opponent plays the move bishop to b7. I get castle. Queen there. Trying to get this cheapo checkmate off, right? So I play the move e4 immediately. My opponent takes my knight. I take back with the knight. My opponent plays the move knight to c6. Then I break in the center with d5. Then my opponent moves her knight forward with the move knight to d4. So I simply say, okay, where are you going with that knight? Put my bishop back onto bishop to b1 here, because where are you going with that knight? But guys, I will say that even until I looked this game over, I thought that this was such a winning move, but my mind was so not there this day that I totally missed the fact that my opponent really could guard that knight. So it's a good move, but it's not the best move. E captures F would have been better. But it is a good move, especially the way my opponent responded to it. Literally just gives me the knight. Castles long. I take the free knight. DeKayla, you are one. There's no such thing as a loss. There's no such thing as a draw when somebody just gives you a knight. When somebody just hangs their knight like this. I know she probably thought that she had nowhere to go with this knight. That's why I played bishop to b1. I played it because you can't move anywhere with that knight without it getting captured, right? This position, she probably just thought her knight was trapped because the knight can't go to any of these squares because they're all controlled by my pieces. So she just left it there. But after reviewing this game, you got c5, you got e5, or you got queen f6. But she just left it there. I thought it was trapped too. She castles long. I take a free knight. This game is over. It's over. It's over. I could not have played worse in my life. I don't think I've had a worse tournament. But let's get through this. Let's get through this, y'all. This is really bringing up a lot of pain for me. It's very important not to play chess with ego. For me, I know a lot of people do play like that, but for me, it's important to keep it fun, remain kind to yourself, you know what I mean? And even to your opponents, you shouldn't start hating them for, anything, because that just, that doesn't make it fun, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I try to just lead with kindness and having a good time and all of that stuff. I could very easily be like, oh my God, this person should never drew me or beat me or this or that, or I'm so good that this, but all that does is make you angry and play even worse moves. There's no point of beating with your ego and being like, oh, this person can't beat me, da 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 da. At the end of the day, it's chess. Anybody can lose to anybody sometimes. You know? I know that the one where Magnus banged the table and he was completely winning against Gukesh. You can blunder in chess. Bad things can happen. So if you lead with anger, you're just gonna be mad. So no, I try not to be too mad. You know what I mean? I like to have fun with chess. If it becomes an angry space, then you won't play well. It'll make you play worse and even angry. So no. Get a free knight. My opponent makes bishop to a6, and I'm like, let me just finish this off. Rook to e8, queen to f6. Now this is the point where I haven't got a chance to look at this with my coach yet, but this is the point where immediately take the queen. Immediately. There should be nothing to think about. Why? Because you're up material. Significant material. If this goes to an endgame, my opponent is lost. Simply by being down a full piece. A full piece. You take the queen without even thinking about it, right? This just was not a good tournament day for me. But I'm happy it happened, though. I'm happy that I played like this. I'm happy that I had this nightmare of a tournament, because in the days to come, it allowed me to kind of slow down with chess, focus on some other areas that I've been neglecting in life, period. You know what I mean? Did I slow down a bit? Let me think. I think I came home and binge watched the entire Queen's Gambit TV show. Yeah, I binge watched the Queen's Gambit on Netflix. But emotionally, I didn't beat myself up too bad about it. Really on top of things. With my car dealership this week, I was really on top of things at the gym this week, and I played a bit less chess, just calm down. So I'm happy that this tournament happened, because it allowed me to just calm down and kind of get away from that ego thing that I had going on. Can't nobody beat me in this quad tournament. Ain't nobody gonna be able to beat me. Anyway, you want to cut that immediately, because you're just up material. This go to an endgame, your opponent is down a full piece. I have a knight and you don't. So it's very simple from there. But, of course, I don't play it. Play move e5, not terrible, but queen captures queen is best, and the computer agrees. And then my opponent queens backs up, and then I play the move c5, okay? c5, really good. I take your b-pawn, you take my b-pawn, knight captures, bishop there. And this was the moment. I was just going through it so bad this weekend. I was just second guessing myself. I wanted to sack this knight so bad. So bad. But mentally, y'all, I was just not there. Have you ever just not been there? Let me know, y'all. Does this ever happen to anyone? Like mentally, for some reason, you're just not there. Like I wanted to sack this so bad, but my mind was just not there and I couldn't even see it all the way through. I just couldn't. It was just like, of course you sack this knight. Of course. You're already a +3. King take, you bring another piece into the game and my opponent just has problems. You're going to get the pawn back. You get a knight, I get 2 pawns with some checkmating threats. You understand what I'm saying? What am I doing? What am I doing? I absolutely lost my mind in this game. Like, this isn't even, I don't even know who this person is. This is not how I play. This is not how I play. All day, every day, if I'm in my right mind, if I'm in tournament mode and I'm ready to fight, I'm fighting. Knight capture C7 all day, every day. But for whatever reason, y'all, I just had a mental lapse. I wasn't feeling well. And after this game, I was going to forfeit the tournament, but I'm like, I don't want to ruin the quad structure, so I'm not going to do that. But after this game, I should have just went home. Seriously, because I was not feeling well. But anyway, I played a move knight to b4. Terrible move. My opponent puts her rook onto e8. I played a move bishop to d3. My opponent puts the rook there. Then I play bishop there. My opponent moves her queen. Again, trying to get this checkmate off. And I see it, right? I see it. But I'm just not calculating all the way. I'm just not fully there. I thought I was going to come into this tournament and I thought the games was going to be like a 1, 2, 3, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, we done. I beat this person every single time I play her. And then the next game, he was significantly rated lower than me. And I think that all of that was just in my head, this just overconfidence. When anytime you play in a tournament, you have to come to play chess. You have to. You have to. Or bullshit like this happens. I played a move F3, y'all. F3? Really? F3? And of course, she just takes. Good for you. Good. You got a pawn in your pocket. No problem. Now I'm a +2 in material. So I got to push that pawn. My opponent puts the rook there. Then I play this move, bishop to a6. Check. Queen comes over. My queen comes over to f4. Bishop there. Knight there. Knight to d. I set this whole thing up, y'all. I played all of this on purpose, okay? I said, okay, I'm going to hit your unprotected bishop. You got to move it, or else I take a bishop. You have to move it. I set the whole thing up for myself. I saw this. I did. I calculated, I analyzed, and I set this up for myself. Knight here. Looking at your rook. You're going to move the rook. She plays knight to e6 there. I bring my other rook over. Now I got 2 pieces on this pawn. Now, I set it up. I know you got to push that pawn. You push that pawn forward. I thought she was going to push it here because now this is just free. So, I take the pawn. Take the free pawn. This is easy. This is easy peasy, lemon squeezy. About to be over and I could go home. About to be over and I could, like, go to sleep or something. I don't know what was wrong with me this day. Everybody know every Saturday I'm looking forward to play chess. Watch this video right here if you don't know that. Every Saturday I am looking forward to my chess tournament. This is the position. This. Nothing else. This is the position. And I set it up for this to be this way. I purposely hit the unprotected piece. I purposely put another rook on this square here. I purposely took a free pawn. All of that was set up. Rook to d8. Then I played the move queen to b4. Put my queen vis-a-vis the king. Right? This is on purpose, right? I already know that no matter what you do, checkmate is on the board. I got 1, 2, 3 pieces into this attack. I'm about to mate you. Y'all, and I fell for the okie doke. My opponent played this move, c5. Initially, when she played the move c5, I was going to play knight to d7, and then I saw a ghost. Promise you I saw a ghost. As I was about to pick up my knight, as I thought to pick up my knight, my mind goes, wait, she's attacking my queen. As I pick up my knight to take this pawn on d7, which I set up to do, I was prepared to take knight to d7. That was the whole plan. As I went to pick up my knight to play knight to d7, which is a double check, you're being checked by both the knight there and the queen, my mind goes, wait, no, that don't work. Because she's going to take your queen. You guys all know that sometimes I suffer from queen trap PTSD. Sometimes I suffer from losing my queen. Watch this video right here. In the last second, as I'm about to pick up my knight to take this pawn on d7. I get a mild case of queen trap PTSD again. I saw it instantly. My intuition, my natural reaction was knight captures d7. It was my natural reaction. Check. But in the last second, I was like, wait, she gonna take your queen. She can't take the queen because you're in check. You can't take the queen. You're in check. Both ways. Check with the queen and check with the knight. You about to be mated. I had mate on the board, y'all. This was painful. This was painful. This was tough. There's mate on the board. And I saw it. I promise y'all. So I have no reason to sugarcoat this story. Like, if I got busted, there's plenty of games on this channel where I'm like, man, I got busted. My own mind thought that my queen was under some sort of attack, and it wasn't. So, guys, believe it or not, I played the terrible move, rook captures c5. Such a heartbreaker. Such a heartbreaker. Such a heartbreaker. I can't even make it up. When I played it, I was like, oh my gosh. I put both my hands like this. Then I did this. I was just so sad for myself. Because I needed this game to be over, y'all. I really did. I couldn't afford for this game to go into some type of in-game time control thing. Because remember, I got up from the table for 10 minutes. I could not afford it. So when I seen me make the bad move, when I seen me miss the checkmate, because after knight takes, where can the king go? The king has to go here or here. Your king is mated. Like, oh my gosh. It could have been that simple, y'all. I've never in my life, I don't think I've ever blundered a checkmate this bad before. But the problem is, y'all, I was not mentally in control of this position. He take, I go there, she plays there. I'm realizing right now, like, I didn't have no fight in me because I just expected these games to be just super easy. And that's my fault. So I'm happy this happened in my first quad. Next quad tournament, whoever I play, whether I play up, whether I play in the same quad, this taught me never take your opponents for granted. So I guess this game had to happen. It had to happen. Because I was just overly confident and overly wrong. Overly confident and overly wrong. And it's so sad because I'm so much better than that. But I didn't have no fight. Yes, my stomach hurt. But my stomach has hurt in tournaments before. You know? Mentally, my mind was everywhere. There was some personal things going on, but that's fine. We're playing chess now. In this position, you gotta play. You just have to. Come on. Come on. There's no real excuse for this. So I'm not gonna try to make one. But my opponent took, then I played here, then my opponent played king to a7. I panicked again. Instead of queen a5, I played rook takes, queen take, king take, bishop back to f1. And still, white is clearly better. And still, white should still be winning here. Yeah, white is a +1 in pawns. And right here, I'm just like this. This was tough. And this game go on to end in a draw. I couldn't even keep track of my score sheet. In this position, my clock is under 5 minutes. There's no way in chess you should, win a night like this for free out the open and lose the game. That just, come on. You're won. Look at the eval. Like, this is over. You're a full piece ahead. You don't lose this game. You don't draw this game. This game did go on to end in a draw. I played decently here. I played decent. Even right here. You gotta take. Come on. You gotta take. King takes back. Rook over. Check. You gotta move. Queen takes check. And now we're looking at some different type of mating patterns. I had chances. But look at how passive I play. My mind was just in so many different places at once. So this was just painful. Not to mention this F3 thing. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? When I played F3 and she took, this was like a waker-upper. I was like, oh my goodness. And that's how I know that I played this bad, because I just thought it was going to be so easy. I had no fight because I thought, I'm like, this is just too easy. After I woke up with the F3, I started back. I got the attack again. I got this beautiful position. And then I got back on that. It's too easy. Bullshit. You know what I mean? I got back on that, whatever. I'm so great. And it went on to be a draw. And even in this position, I'm up a pawn. 2 passed pawns, by the way. I appreciate you guys taking a look at that game with me. Now, let me show you guys the next game of this Nightmare Quad tournament. My opponent starts off with the move e4. I get into a Carl. He plays the advanced Carl. Okay, my bishop comes there. And we get into some opening moves here. I take the bishop. Queen takes my bishop. I play the move b6. He plays the move b4. When I saw him do this, and this again, this quad tournament just had me mentally like, these players can't beat me. This too easy. This is just too easy. I'm chilling. You know? I'm chilling while my stomach hurting, while mentally I'm a little bit exhausted, my mind everywhere. I'm chilling though. I'm too good. That's where my mind was, and that's just not healthy for chess. So I'm happy that this tournament happened. Always be prepared to battle when you play chess. Always be prepared for chess war, because it's not easy. No matter how much better you are than anybody, it's not easy. One mistake, one blunder could cost you a game. Simple as that. He puts his bishop there. I take the pawn. Bishop takes. Then I take his other pawn. His pawn takes. Then I play this beautiful move, queen to b8 here, as you guys can see. These two pawns are going to be mine. He plays the move queen to d4, trying to hold on to him. And I'm like, no, buddy, they're mine. Knight to f5 here. He plays this move queen to c3 here. Then I go ahead and I play the move d4, just playing such a beautiful opening. Do y'all see this opening I'm playing? Like, shout out to me. Black is better out the opening by 2.9 points. So this is not helping the fact that I'm already overly confident. I'm like, man, this is just too easy. That's not the correct way to think at all. I do not recommend it, to be clear. Then he plays the move queen to c4. I take a free knight. His knight takes, my queen takes. Then he plays his queen there, check. Now, similarly in the last game, remember when I went up that material and I should have taken his queen? Even here, queen captures is good. You uptake, period. Take the queen. I'm winning. If this goes to an endgame, I'm winning. But anyway, I play the move queen to d5. He gets castled. Then I take his other bishop. He's got no other way to guard this pawn, and I got 1-2 on it. Okay, so I guess that's fine. I guess that's why I didn't take the queen, because I wanted the other piece, right? And he has no way to guard this. The queen can't come here. So he did the right thing. He castled, and I get another pawn. I'm a +2 in material. Just like the last game. Y'all seen in just the previous game where I was a full knight out the opening. Right now, I'm a full +2 out the opening. This game is over. But again, my mindset. I'm like, this is too easy. When I should have been prepared to fight. I was lower rated. I was 800, 900 too, trying to play the best moves. Like, I don't even know why that was my mindset. I think I was just feeling so confident because the previous tournament, I won this. And I just felt so great after that tournament. I just felt like I knew how to play chess. I knew what I was doing. And I just felt couldn't nobody at this quad tournament beat me. It got to my head a bit. So I'm happy that this happened. Because like I said, chess will humble you. Not in a negative way, but just in a way that holds you accountable to play your best chess always, right? Then he takes my bishop. I take his bishop. He plays knight to d2. I get castle. He brings his knight forward. I bring my queen there. Not the best move, right? But look at how much black is still better. In both games, I'm better. And in the first game, I drew. In this game, I go on to lose. He plays this move rook to c1. Then I play my queen to d5. Queen there, looking at g7 there. He wants to call this check, and then I can't take. And then he wants to win my queen. Nobody. So I play the move f6. He brings his rook forward. I take his pawn. He takes my pawn. I bring my other rook to e8. He plays move h4. I bring my king over to get it off that pin. But again, I shouldn't even be responding to this. I should be doing my thing. You know what I mean? I'm winning here, not you. You shouldn't even be in my face like this. Then he plays the move knight to c5. I'm like, oh, that's a blunder. I said, that's bad. I played the move queen to d5 because guess what? How you going to guard that rook? The rook is guarding the knight, but what's guarding the rook? He built his rook there to get out of harm's way. The rook is still guarding the knight, but again, what's guarding that rook? So I played this move queen to d6. What's guarding that rook? Nothing. And ain't nowhere that rook could go to be guarded. It can't go here to get taken. It can't go here to get taken. And if it leaves, then the knight is free. So he take a pawn. I get a knight. I'm up significant material. I'm up 4 full points here. I got 2 pawns out the opening. I just got a knight and he got 1 pawn. So I'm still like, man, this is just too easy. This is just too easy. Like in both games, I underestimated how accurate I needed to be. Look at how much, I'm still better, but I took the wrong piece. The level of inaccuracy that I'm playing with just goes to show that like I'm not all the way mentally there. But anyway, rook takes, he brings his rook here. Rook at f to c1. That's actually a blunder. I was supposed to play the move d3 and walk this pawn right up. Because you're going to lose one of these rooks. You're probably going to want to save this rook, and if you move this rook anywhere forward, then I queen. And if you move it anywhere laterally, then I take this rook. But y'all, mentally, I just wasn't there to fight. I thought I could play all simple, easy moves and win. And then I'm winning knights out the opening. I'm winning pawns out the opening. I'm winning a knight for a pawn. I'm just like, this is just too easy. As easy as you feel it is, other players, they ready to fight. I played a move knight to e7. He plays g3. Then I move my queen to a6, just bad. h5. Then I blunder rook to c6. And this just is ugly. He takes. I can't even take because then I get mated. Y'all see this? Knight can't even take this because then the queen takes here. I can't even take it. At that point, I was stunned. I said, what the hell am I doing? Play my queen here, check. Trying to see if I can pull something off, but that was an even worse blunder. Moves the queen forward. Knight takes. Trying to get my material back. Then I forgot. Oh, checkmate. You see how I forgot? I saw I couldn't take back here because I get mated. But then one move, check, I forgot that he had the same threat. Let me get this ugly checkmate off the board. I can't handle it. Never underestimate your opponents. Never go into chess tournaments not being prepared to fight. This was my first quad tournament ever. But I'm very, very excited that this happened to me in this way because I just learned very, very valuable lessons. Never underestimate my opponents. Never not play to play your best. I had no problem losing as long as I played my best chess. And in those games, I did not. I was very lackadaisical. But that's not the way to go about things. That just doesn't do you any well. This was the worst tournament I've played in a very, very long time, guys. I appreciate you guys taking a look at this game with me. But like I said, I was coming off of such a great tournament. Where I won this medal here. In game 1 that I showed you guys, that player hasn't beaten me. And then in this game, you know, winning those 2 pawns out the opening and stuff, I was just like, this is just too easy. But again, that's just not the right way to think about anything. It is a sport like any other sport. And if you come to not play and play well, that's how you get busted. So, like I said, I'm happy it happened because it just made me that much more focused for tournaments to come. And I do have a tournament coming this weekend, so I plan to fully redeem myself. And the other important thing, it allowed me to show myself a certain level of grace. Like, you didn't play well. And through that grace, understand, like, don't get into that whole ego thing. Like, oh, that person shouldn't beat me. And, you know, I lost to such and such, so now I'm mad or now I'm angry. And I'm playing because it makes me happy and I enjoy it. And it's very important to stay there. And I actually lost ELO points this tournament, so I was not happy about that. But at the end of the day, it's just ELO points in somebody's system. It's okay. We'll get them back. It's all good. So, and I think if you approach it that way, with love, with kindness, with grace, I think you could always come from a place of just seeing what you did wrong and trying to improve it. Anytime you play a chess tournament, bring your best, no matter who you play. In my opinion, I'm sure there's some grandmasters out there who could just, you know, wake up, roll out of bed and cook. But experiences like this teaches me something different. To always play your best and always play sound. And always play to fight. Because just like in that last game, you could blunder, make a bad move, a +4 material, and in one instance, get checkmated. So, like I said, I'm not mad at myself for it. After the game, I was probably disappointed for like a second. But at the end of the day, I'm having so much fun with this game, and I enjoy the game, you know? So I just try to keep it from that perspective and see what I could learn from it, right? That's the right perspective. What can I take away from it? And when you come from that perspective, it becomes less about beating yourself up and more about lifting yourself up. Okay, guys? So thank you so much for watching this game with me, and I will see you in the next video.